Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, Dr. Manny. I decided to do the Module 6 video project on Jackson State University's women's soccer field. The reason I decided to choose this field, among others here in the Jackson area, including Belhaven, Millsaps, Hines Community College, and University of Mississippi Community College in Clinton, Mississippi, was that this was a soccer-specific facility, different from others in here in the area which share with other teams, including football. I wanted it to be a soccer field, so I decided to do it over here, and I will talk a little bit about it, always referring to Joe Fried's Managing Sport Facilities textbook for this class semester. And it involves facility planning, facility site and design, facility construction. Also, I will use the text that I chose with Stephen Argeries and Mark Nagel, Studying Attendance in the MLS. I'll start by talking about the soccer field. They do not have a men's soccer team here at JSU. They only have a women's soccer team. This is for their use only. Only they can use it over here. Okay, what I've talked to about with the head coach here, Mr. Stephen Peck. This is his second year here as a head coach at Jackson State University, and he led me here to the field and explained to me some of the things about the facility itself, the program, and his future here at JSU, and the upgrades that he would like to have here on the soccer field. Some of the things that I'll explain, I'll try to be brief, not to bore any of you. I'm gonna try to list them. I asked him about the soil, if it has been tested. He said it has been. When he first got here, it wasn't. He did test it after he arrived negative, among any other testing that could have been done when in regards to soil in an athletic facility and collegiate level. One of the things the main thing I would say that really just boosted my ego was that there is no running water in this facility. There's no running water. He told me that the girls, everyone that comes to this field for any purpose of games or practices, bring their own water bottle. They bring their own water bottle or Gatorade jug so they can have it during practice. He told me that there's no imminent upgrades or relocation planned for this facility. There are a lot of things that he wished there were: bigger stands, a concession, bathrooms. There are no bathrooms here. One thing about the field is they did actually plan a drainage system for this field, as mentioned in chapter 4. It does not flood in this field, only after it floods on the outside. So the water will roll to the sides of the field before it does on the field, which is a good thing. At least that's one thing that they thought about. Another thing that they mentioned on chapter 4 was the growth space. As you can see, there's one street ahead of us, one street behind us, a parking lot on one side, and their intramural field on the other side. There isn't much growth space here, but in a way, depending on what you want to do, there kind of is. As you can see, there are stands. If they really wanted, if they had the money, they could build a little bit bigger stands on the same area, fit a little bit more people. Back here, back there are a couple 50 yards of grass, some trees towards the corner. They could have a little center there with a coach's office, locker room, training room, restrooms, storage room, and equipment room as well if they wanted. This is their bench, home and away. This bench is all made out of wood by the carpentry people here at JSU. The base is out of concrete and so is the tower. The base is out of concrete. That was the foundation material that they used, as said on chapter 6 on facility construction. The media tower, under that there's a little storage unit where they keep some of their equipment, and even their internet modem. It's inside. The tower is equipped with lights inside only, and with power outlets that are on. As you can see, this field has no lights. Those lights are for intramural fields, and the lights on the other side are for softball. So they do not have any night games, only day practices or day games. Therefore, when it comes to zoning concerns, lighting isn't a problem, as they don't have any night games. Traffic at night isn't a problem, as they don't have any night games. Neither is noise from the announcers, or from the crowd, or from the players. Only during the day, and that's acceptable between the community and the school, I would assume any place. This field is ADA unfriendly. As you can see, well, that's my car, but that's the path, the only path they have for the moment you enter the facility. It's made out of concrete. It goes to the tower and it dies there. For those that are going to watch the game, they have to walk all across the field to those stands. There's no kind of path, paved or unpaved. Well, there's unpaved, there is grass for others to walk. In other words, a wheelchair user would not be able to attend this game without proper support from friends and relatives that would help him cross the field. This is the field, so you can check a little bit better. The field is in proper size and dimensions for a collegiate level. It's actually one of the biggest fields for a collegiate level. That's what's said by Mr. Peck. But as a soccer player and previous coach and trainer as well, I could agree with him, but I know it's not a professional level as he told me it was. One of the things that I also brought up during my research on this is that it's in a way sad to think about it this way, but to conclude that it all comes back to Coakley's chapter 7, gender in sports, is equity possible? It seems like JSU just built this field for Title IX purposes only. And like I said, there are many reasons for us to believe that after seeing all the things that could have been done here. There are many pitfalls on the building of this field and the maintenance on this field. One of the things that my text related to was the quality of the facility and the distance from city center, which in this case would mean campus center since it's a college level. This field is located on campus, which is great for student body attendance. I doubt these stands are filled during the game. There should be more promotion so that the students can come since it's so close and it's their school to support. From the study from Steve Argeries and Mark Nagel, distance to city center is one of the main things that magnifies effect on attendance on professional or collegiate sports. That's a study made from walkscore.com. Among other things that happen that are here in this field, I would say that this is an appropriate field to play, but if they really wanted and were able to financially, they could have a really nice upgrade to this facility and become a point mark here in Jackson State or even in the Mississippi area, helping other teams in need when they have to host a game, maybe even getting some generating some revenue. I hope you liked the video. This is James. Copy.